Hello and welcome to the Internet Reacts to the Indonesian Grand Prix. And well, where do we start with that one? Miguel Oliveira wins in the wet from Fabio Quartararo in second and Johann Zarco in third. But before we talk about the race, Marc Marquez, he suffered one of the nastiest high sides that I can remember in recent memory. 200 kph, turn 7, off throttle high side. He got sent flying into the air and suffered a concussion on landing. And it was a real violent landing on his head as well. A real worrying crash for Marc, as he and all the Honda riders have been struggling this weekend with rear grip due to the construction of the rear tyre brought by Michelin. The tyre was introduced for safety concerns, which is paramount of course, as the temperatures were reaching extreme levels, and of course the new surface had brought up some concerns as well for Michelin, so they went for a safer option, but the Honda couldn't generate the heat, so it was losing rear grip. Marc went to hospital and has been checked over, and he was declared unfit before the race due to concussion, so he'll be aiming to come back in Argentina. Of course, the correct decision was took today for Marc not to race. It would have been really dangerous if he had a race today, you know, suffering a head injury, say he raced, crashed again, the repercussions could be life changing. So Marc will be back hopefully in 2 weeks if everything goes to plan. Now let's talk about the race. Now before the race even began, the rain started to fall around half an hour before the start of the MotoGP race. It absolutely bucketed it down from the heavens. It opened up and it was basically a case of just sitting tight until the rain stopped, but it didn't seem like the rain was going to stop. As you can see here, the thunder and lightning. I mean, literally a thunderbolt came from the sky. Yeah, I thought there's no chance we're going to get a race today. But the riders all sat waiting. They entertained themselves. As you can see, Pol Espargaro got a new crew chief. Stefan Bradl. Johann Zarco kept himself entertained with a local hat on. And yeah, we all just sat on Twitter wondering when the race would begin. And then we have probably the funniest thing about this rain delay. There was a woman, a shaman, who was trying to get rid of the rain. It's a thing they do in Indonesia. It's quite common. And she was walking up and down pit lane trying to get away the bad spirit of the rain so it would pass. Fabio Quartararo was pretending to do the motion and dropped his ice cream bowl. It was all good fun. And it must have worked, because 20 minutes later, we got a race. It was a real tense affair at the start. Fabio Quartararo did get a good launch, and Jack Miller got a good start as well. They went off. Quartararo dropped back as Miller took the lead. Miguel Oliveira got a great start from 7th, and it was Oliveira and Miller who pushed at the start, and they were able to find the grip earlier and the limit more than anyone else, and that really was a benefit for Oliveira, who went on to win. Others struggled. I mean, there was huge moments for Jorge Martin on the exit of the final corner coming onto the main straight. How he saved those. Pol Espargaro had a massive moment as well. Pecco Bagnaia had a massive moment going into turn 1. Jorge Martin wasn't that lucky. He crashed out, as his rotten luck to the season just continues. He, got taken out by Pecco in Qatar at turn 1, and now he has DNF'd after crashing at turn 1 in Mandalika. It's just been the worst possible start for him. And then we have the race developing at the front. It was interesting. I thought Oliveira looked untouchable. The gap that he built up was around 4 seconds, and he was managing it. But the pace came from, surprisingly, Fabio Quartararo, who was really, really good in the latter stages. The full wet conditions seemed to suit the Yamaha, which is a bonus for them, because if it had been mixed conditions, I don't think Quartararo would have been near the podium, as in that in-between dry and wet setting, the Yamahas always struggle. So Quartararo's pace was amazing. He managed to fight through and get second place. And then Johann Zarco managed to work out where he could find grip and was making brilliant moves coming on the exit of turn 10 into 11. It was lovely to see him set up Jack Miller that way and pass him. So he was in third. Quartararo came steaming through to finish second, which will seem like a win. Both Suzukis finished 5th and 6th. Joan Mir salvaged his weekend, and yeah, an impressive ride from him. But my rider of the day, Miguel Oliveira, yes, of course, won the race, but social media had, let's just say, a section of people at humble pie as Darren Binder finished 10th place. What a result for Darren Binder. He was running as high as 8th at one point, and as you can see on screen, Neil Morrison said Darren Binder currently is in 10th on his first ride on a MotoGP bike in the rain, having just passed title favourite Pecco Bagnaia. Not bad. It's not bad at all, and there was a lot of support for Darren. You can see all the tweets. You know, there was a great battle at the end on the penultimate lap between him and Brad. Brad passed him at the last corner, and you can see Darren looking at him being like, oh, you had to do me that way. Brilliant to see. But overall, Miguel Oliveira gets the race win. It was such a controlled, masterful performance for Miguel, and it's crazy to think that he doesn't have a contract for 2023. What a race. A race that we all didn't think was going to happen as the rain fell, but it certainly delivered. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to Crash MotoGP for more content.